Hey guys, it's Kadija Sow here. I'm from the Blendtw community, and I'm here today to talk to you about how social media affects our personal lives. I'm kind of going to expand from my previous video on how social media affects our mental health. So I want to start off by stating that social media is with us everywhere we go, no matter if we're into technology or if we're digital media gurus or not. Doesn't matter. We all know what Twitter is, Facebook is, Instagram, and for even as ancient times, MySpace. We some of us are aware of what all aspects of social media is, some more than others. So with that being said, social media can take a toll on us in either positive ways or negative ways. Now, a couple of positive ways are that I know one for sure is Twitter is a great way to network with other people that are interested in doing the same thing that you are, or a great way to find jobs. It's a great way to pitch ideas if you're into television, film, screenwriting. I've seen it happen so many times. It's a great way to connect with other people that are in their career, like they have a foot in the door and you just need someone to believe in you. It's a great way to get started in your career for sure. I wouldn't say Twitter is like a job site. It's not, but I'm just saying in creative ways, it's a great way to find other people that enjoy doing similar things as you. So that's a really positive way to think about Twitter. However, there are some negative ways of Twitter and just social media in general, honestly. As we all know, Twitter is kind of a huge place for politics in our day and age with our current presidency, with lawmakers, with politicians. It's a huge platform for them. It's a great way to get news out there quickly rather than hosting a live footage from wherever you are to tell people what's going on in this world. It's a great way to just get your thoughts out there, to let Americans know, citizens of America, if we're talking about American politics. It's a great way to get citizens, like I said, to know about what's going on in politics nowadays quicker than the news that you would receive on if you're watching CNN or MSNBC or ABC News. It's a really good way to get your news quickly, to digest it. However, not all that news is going to be positive. A lot of the news nowadays, politically, it's negative news. It's always something new that's revealed. So, and I'm a firm believer of you are what you read. When you're digesting negative news constantly, it kind of takes a toll on you. It kind of kills your vibe. It just kind of makes you unhappy. I know if you're reading something negative, you're gonna have more of a negative attitude of what you're reading. It's going to be upsetting you. So when you're seeing a bunch of negative news on Twitter, it's kind of upsetting. It kind of makes you want to push back from Twitter. Okay, I need a break from this. I can't really this isn't something I want to digest all day today. I kind of need a break. So that is one thing that Twitter will do to you if you're a political news junkie or if you're just to know what's going on in this world. A lot of news is negative, and Twitter is big on having news put out there. They do have this thing where it's the top 5 things that are trending. You see what's trending, and it's not always it's not always positive things, and it's not always negative things, but majority of the time when I've seen it, it's a lot of negativity. So you're digesting a lot of negative stuff, which makes you oh my gosh, I don't want to be on this website. So that is one way that it affects us. It has us putting in negative things more than positive things in our system. Twitter is a place where it kind of gives us a set deadline for things. I know I saw a 21-year-old post something on Twitter a couple of days ago on how she just has her home mortgage now. She bought a home. She's a homeowner, a 21-year-old homeowner. And it's when you see things like that, you're happy for the person, but then you're kind of thinking, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? You see a lot of people on Twitter, 20 years old, married with 2 kids, a perfect life, living in Houston or LA, and you kind of think, why am I not doing this with my life? It kind of puts pressure on you to rush yourself to do things that you feel like you should be doing. It's kind of like, if you're more of a creative person or whatever you want to do in this life, it's a work of art. So it kind of rushes your craft, no matter if you're a writer, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a director, producer, like, you're rushing your craft when you compare yourself to other people. And Twitter, you find yourself comparing yourself with a lot of people when you see people that are younger than you, a foot in the door, and like trying to build their life, and they already have connections that you don't have. So you kind of feel rushed to get there. And when you rush your greatness, it's not going to be as great as it originally would be if you gave yourself the time to mold yourself, meet new people, connect, and just focus about what you're doing and not really focus on rather what other people are doing. I know me personally, this has happened to me, as I talked about in my previous video. I changed my major at 19 from biology to communications with a study in TV and films, because I eventually want to be a screenwriter. It was kind of like it was really life-changing for me personally, because I know everyone else in my major knew that they wanted to do this straight out of high school since they were 12 years old, that they've been taking pictures since they were like 13, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, I just changed my major. So that kind of took a toll on me personally, but I found a way to like tune out all of that nonsense. It's when you stop comparing yourself to other people, when you stay away from what social media when you stay away from the expectations of social media, you're going to be achieving things that you would expect yourself to achieve in like 10 years, 5 years, because when you compare yourself to other people, you're living for other people rather than living for yourself. So that's one thing that social media does do to you a lot. It's setting deadlines. And if you ever want to be great in this world, you know that deadlines are not something, your career, I don't want to say deadlines because they're deadlines to a lot of work that you should be doing. But I'm saying like deadlines as a matter of when you should be established in your career. There aren't deadlines to that. There are many people that started their careers in their 30s, 40s. That doesn't even matter. You should focus on how you can create your craft to get to the success when you want to be successful, without the fear of never being successful because someone 2 times younger than you is already like successful in their career. That doesn't matter. It's just worrying about your craft, and social media does have us comparing ourselves to other people a lot. Instagram is more so on people flaunt what they don't have. I know when you see other people flaunting things like living their extravagant lives, you tend to say, oh my gosh, they're doing this, why am I not doing this? Again, we cannot compare ourselves to other people's lives. We are our own people. People are their own people. Everyone in this life is made differently, so comparing ourselves isn't going to do us any justice, quite honestly. It's better if we just focus on our craft and remember that we're going to get to where we need to get when it's our time. So my advice to everyone is to not compare themselves to other people. On times where you're feeling down, I don't think social media is a place to go. And to like, Twitter does have inspiring people, motivating and lifting other people, but sometimes it can just be like a negative timeline of like just negativity, like just spewing down when you're scrolling down. It's just negative. So it is great to take a break from social media sometimes, because it can affect us. It can have us just thinking negatively constantly. So it's good to just have a break sometimes and focus on our own crafts. That is one thing I'll say to you. I hope that this video kind of helped you guys get an idea on what social media can do to you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave down below, comment below, and we can get back to you. Thank you so much for watching.